This might be the most important information in not only the fashion industry, but perhaps even the field of psychology. We can finally find out why she dresses like how she does. Let's take a look at who Bianca's designer is. Bianca Censori has become one of the most photographed celebrities thanks to the constant shock factor of her risque, attention-grabbing outfits. But it turns out that Kanye West hasn't been the sole influence behind his wife's style for months.
When you're the absolute best, you get hated on the most.
A fellow Aussie model turned clothing designer has taken over, for now, instead. Paris Fashion Week was predictably awash with eye-catching fashion. Bianca flew in from Los Angeles and unveiled a new look, wearing a leotard at the Prototypes Menswear Spring/Summer 2025 show. The Aussie model also rocked up at an event sporting a curly pink wig. Bianca's $4,000 headpiece was not her only new accessory. She also met with stylist and designer Gadir Rajab, sitting in the front row with her husband Kanye West. Fans may have been shocked to learn that Bianca's controversial style is the work of a professional, and not, as many believed, a game of dress-up for Kanye. And Vogue photographer Glauber Bossi claimed Gadir will likely have found styling Bianca tough exactly for that reason.
They just had to support all of my crazy ideas and visions.
Kanye's influence in fashion is undeniable, Bossi told the US Sun. This means working with Bianca would be challenging for Gadir because of his and Kanye's distinct artistic visions. So who is this man, and who's been making waves with Bianca's style? According to The Cut, the man has Lebanese, French, and Indian heritage. Gadir was born in Melbourne in 1992, and according to Paper, his parents emigrated to Australia after the Lebanese civil conflict. He relocated to New York City at the age of 18, when he was a towering 6'2", to work as a model for 3 years. Gadir moved on to photography, something he had been interested in since high school. "I definitely get bored of modeling. I much prefer to be taking the photos," he told Scone magazine in 2013. "I love short models, as they have bigger personalities. Height is not an issue," he said. It is stated that Bianca is 5'4". In 2019, he changed careers once more. He started working on his fashion brand, Raga Malak, with his best friend Raquel Saba, even though he was still employed as a photographer. Launched in October 2022, the first Spring/Summer 2023 collection featured tight corseted tops, barely there bikinis, and plunging gowns. The company is now selling a $183 hoodie, $238 dress, $61 bikini bottom, $746 leather jacket, and $170 belt skirt. Bossi, a photographer for Vogue, described how Gadir might have moved into style with ease. "Mastering photography is different and requires study and practice," he stated. When it comes to styling, he may have found it more natural, since models understand clothes, fabrics, and trends. He would have first-hand experience of what works visually, and his contacts are also a significant advantage. Raga Malik, Gadir's line, instantly spoke to his childhood. "Growing up Middle Eastern, your family usually strays you from doing certain things, like listening to certain music or wearing particular clothing," he told Paper magazine in 2022. He clarified that those items were prohibited or haram, and that his clothes designs defied that by exposing a lot of skin. He also examines his immigrant status through his aesthetic, which he describes as too Arab in the West, too Western in the East. "Our clothing celebrates Arabic writing, which has been displayed in a more threatening light in the West due to ongoing conflict," he stated. "The clothing is more revealing, which for some is policed against wearing at the fear of being scrutinized as too Western." Celebrities are undoubtedly aware of Gadir, even if his name may not be as well known as Jeremy Scott's or Riccardo Tisci's. Paris Hilton, Lords Leon, Madonna's daughter, Doja Cat, Grimes, Ice Spice, and Noah Cyrus are just a few celebrities that have been spotted wearing Raga Malak. Maybe that's why these celebs often find themselves being compared to Bianca. It's all making sense. Bianca isn't even his first stylist. He's styled major celebrities like Iris Law, Troye Sivan, Addison Rae, Bad Baby, and Kylie Minogue for many magazines. One of Gadir's closet pals is Madonna's friend and fashion industry heavyweight Mert Alas. Stella Maxwell, who notably dated Miley Cyrus, Cyrus is a friend of Gadir's as well. Fitting it into his hectic schedule, Gadir has also worked as an architectural designer for Kanye's company, Yeezy. It's not known if the two had previously worked together or met there. Vogue Australia's June 2022 edition claims that they are best friends. At the time, Bianca told the newspaper the pandemic was the first time in a long time a lot of Australian creatives were brought back to one place. Melbourne felt like this melting pot of global creativity. People began to cross disciplines and collaborate in ways I hadn't experienced before. Gadir continued, "There's a level of zen and comfort to being back here. We kind of have our own thing here." She certainly seemed to have evolved into Gadir's muse. For Bianca, Gadir's style is appealing because it highlights her unique personality. Bossy explained, but her style under Gadir's influence has become exaggerated and overly revealing. While it grabs attention and sets trends, it can also polarize. Her style is not to everyone's taste. At Gigi's in Paris, Bianca celebrated Gadir's birthday while sporting her wildest ensemble to date. It was designed by Gadir and appears to be composed completely of top masking tape, with strips that resemble suspenders across her chest. Gadir calls Bianca B, and his Instagram feed is flooded with pictures of her wearing his creations these days. Using masking tape to caption a picture of her, he wrote, "Be in the B-Day tape look." He commented, "Never enough Bianca's #vultures" on another post. In one photo, Bianca is seen sporting a similar top and revealing white tights, her frizzy blonde wig falling loosely over her head. She is not the only model flaunting her considerable skin. His photos also include a bikini-clad Lords Leon on the front of a car and a number of models stooped over, their backsides facing the camera. Gadir's style can be described as avant-garde and bold, Bossy stated. He frequently challenges conventional fashion norms. If Gadir's collaboration with Bianca continues, it could turn out interesting, concluded Bossy. But more so if Kanye and he manage to fuse their ideas. Kanye also innovates and still sets trends, even if he is very controversial. Well, there you have it. Avant-garde is indeed one way to explain his design choices, and he is indeed one of the fashion designers of all time. What do you guys think of Bianca's designer? Let us know in the comments, and we hope you guys have a great day. Peace.